有位靚仔想介紹俾大家識嘅。
Hey, thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. I'm lost for words. This is Mad Movie Mark of the Mad Movie Mark Movie Review. Thank you for joining me as I review the 2019 Cantonese drama Suk Suk, or as it's also called for some reason, Twilight's Kiss.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Ginger is ready to go. Let's get this started. Twilight's Kiss, I thought, was a very moving, very emotional, very tragic movie about two gentlemen who are in love with each other in a culture where being gay is not accepted. So essentially, one of them is married with a family with a grandchild on the way, and his daughter is getting ready to get married. The other gentleman who's in this relationship is divorced, but he also has children as well. Now, these two men love each other very deeply. They spend a lot of time with each other. They really get to know each other. And they are hiding their feelings. They're hiding this relationship from their families because, for one, it would just totally destroy the family of the gentleman who has a wife and kids, but also it's not accepted in society. It's not something that would be okay, their family would be okay with. The gentleman who has a son but is divorced, he's afraid that his children will find out who he is, and he would be very embarrassed by that. He says he wouldn't know how to look at his son if he was to come out gay. So it's a very tragic movie in that there's two people who are in love with each other who can't openly be with each other. And it's also tragic because this relationship, if it ever came out, would actually destroy the family of one of the gentlemen. And the fact that he is cheating on his wife and when he has a family is also incredibly sad. Now, they do explain in the movie that this is common amongst people who are gay in the society, that you have your wife, you have your family, but then you have the person you love on the side, because that's the only way it can be done. You're expected to get married, you're expected to have children, you're expected to have this family, so that if you want to truly be with the person you love and you're gay, you have to do it kind of behind the scenes, which I think is absolutely terrible, especially for the wife in this movie. I felt really sorry for the wife in this movie. Now, yes, the relationship that these two people have is very touching. It's very heartwarming. It's very emotional. You can tell that these two people love each other very much. You can tell that they are each other's world, that the sun rises and sets in each other's eyes. But then you have the families on the other ends who have no idea that this is going on. They have no idea that their fathers are gay, and I think it's just a recipe for a lot of heartache. So Suk Suk has a 100% fresh rating from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes and an 82% fresh rating from the audience. I'm currently reviewing every movie that has a 100% fresh rating from the critics in chronological order, and once I've reviewed them all, I will rank them from worst to best. So as this relationship is going on in the movie, they are part of a community of gay people behind the scenes. All this stuff is happening without their families knowing about it, and it's always crazy to me how someone can live this double life where they have their family at home and then they're gone all day with someone else, or they're gone all night with someone else, or they're gone all day at these meetings. Obviously, there's lying going on. There's lying. He's telling his wife he's somewhere that he's not, and she's not like checking into it or looking into it. It's always crazy to me how these people can live these double lives, though. I barely have time to eat lunch some days, and these people are living completely double lives. It's just crazy to me. So they're part of this like gay community, and they go to bathhouses with each other, and these bathhouses are more than just places to meet and have like sex where no one will know about it. They also like have food there. They eat with each other. It's like a community of people who are trying to hide their sexuality from society, hide their sexuality from their town, from their neighbors, because of the fear of embarrassment. Now, they're trying to lobby for like a retirement home for gay people to be built, because their worry is that if they get older and they have to retire and they're sent to like a straight retirement home, that they're going to have to live out their golden years as a lie. They're going to have to continuously, forever, live their lives as a lie. And they want to have the golden years of their life to be living a truth, to be living who they actually are, to be free to live the life that they want to live. They don't want to always live this lie. So they're trying to lobby for this. But in order to do this, they need to have people speak up. They're going to have like this... I don't remember if it's recorded or if they're actually having like a town hall type thing, but they're going to try to lobby for this. And one of the gentlemen who they asked to lobby is like an older gentleman, and he says there's no way he's going to do it because he did this before and his neighbors found out about it and they treated him very poorly. They treated him as if he was a completely different person after they learned that he was gay. Homosexual, gay, I don't know what the correct term for this is. I've just always used the word gay in my life, so I don't mean any disrespect here. It's just always the word that I've used, and it's going to slip out. So I'm not sure what the proper term is here, but there's also another gentleman who is very much into speaking up, very much into lobbying for this. So they have a couple of people who they might be able to get this done and might not be able to get this done. Now, sort of the side stories is the guy with the wife and the daughter. His daughter's getting married, and his new son-in-law doesn't have enough money to pay for the wedding, or at least the banquet part of the wedding. So they end up having to pay for the banquets, and he ends up inviting his the father who's gay ends up inviting his love interest to the banquets. And I think once he's invited, and it's really hard to like explain who he is or where he's from or how he fits into this equation, his wife maybe kind of gets just starting to think that something's going on between the two of them, but it's never like fully said that she thinks that something is going on. He ends up quitting his job. He drives a taxi. He owns a taxi which he drives. He ends up quitting his job and retiring so that his son-in-law can take over the business, because his son-in-law does not have a job. He's hurting to find a job, so he kind of gives him his taxi and says like, here's your job, which gives him and the other guy a lot more time to hang out, a lot more time to be together. But then I believe at the end of the movie, he decides that they're not going to end up together because he has a family. It's too much hiding. It's too much lying. It's too much back and forth. And it's just really sad, because this is the person that he clearly loves. It's the person that he clearly wants to spend the rest of his life with. It's clearly the person who is like his person. They are perfect together. They're very happy together. They're really they're almost like they're soulmates. They're really they really know each other really well. But it's a societal thing at the end of the movie, I believe, where he decides that he just can't let it go on, and he has a family that he has to think about. He has a grandchild that he has to think about, and it's just it's really sad all around. It's sad for the wife who has been cheated on this whole time, though she might not know about it. And also, like, there's references to the fact that the other guy who is not married, who is divorced, that he does stuff like this before, or in the past he's done stuff like this. And it's always, even when there's like straight, when a guy is cheating on his wife with a girl, there's always this concern to me that there's going to be some sort of diseases that are going to be brought home. I mean, I would assume that the guy with the family, he doesn't have like a sexual relationship with his wife anymore since he's cheating. I think that's usually something that happens, where that relationship goes away when you're cheating. That's like one telltale sign that someone is cheating, is that sexual relationship goes away. But if it hasn't gone away, there's always, to me, there's that concern that he's going to bring something home to her. Plus, he's lying to her every day. He has a family. He has a granddaughter on the way. But it's like, to me, throughout this movie, what they're telling you is that is not the tragedy here, is that he's cheating on his wife and that he has a family, and that she should be of a concern here. The concern, because it's a societal thing and society accepts this because that's what you have to do, essentially. The concern is that you have a really great relationship between these two guys that just can't go forward because of how they're treated, because of what society thinks about them, their relationship can't go forward. It's a sad situation all around. If society did accept him being gay, would he still have this family? Would he still have these children? Would he still have a grandchild on the way? Probably not, because he would probably have spent his whole life with a man. But would he have been happier? You know, is he truly happy with his family? Would he have been happier if he was able to live his life without lies, live his life the way he wanted to? I mean, it's very tragic. It's a very very sad movie. The acting in this movie is spectacular. Both of these two lead actors do a incredible job, I thought. Cinematography is really good. The story is really good. It's just the whole cheating on the wife thing that really, it's hard for me to get past. I know that they don't want that to be a focal point of the movie. That's not something that they're trying to focus on in the movie. That's not something that they're trying to say is the big deal. That's not something that they're trying to say is like what you should focus on. You should focus on these two guys and not on the relationship with the wife and the cheating on the wife. But it's just hard for me to get past that. Like, she was my concern throughout the entire movie. Like, is she going to be okay? Is she going to find out about what's going on? That was my concern through the whole movie, and I don't know. That was my focus. I give this movie still an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was very well done, very emotional, very heart wrenching. It pulls at your heartstrings a bit, and yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I hope you join me next time when I review a movie called His House. Thank you. Have a great day.